our journey with a little background on this special city where we are located. It's called Wahiawa. Located between the Waianae and Ko'ola mountain ranges, Wahiawa is known for its scenic beauty, agricultural history, and strong military presence. The weather here is cooler and wetter compared to other parts of Oahu, with more rainfall and temperatures averaging 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. With a population of under 20,000 residents, Wahiawa has a small-town atmosphere and a strong sense of community. If you can spare some time, visit one of the many shops and restaurants in Wahiawa town and experience the hometown pride and aloha spirit displayed by its residents. Depending on the time of year you are visiting, you'll see these fields in different stages of growth, from field preparation to planting. aren't visible, look for the trees with the long green leaves. Those are the cacao trees. A variety of other trees border the cacao field, which help to shield the cacao trees from excessive wind and sun. Cacao trees flourish in humid tropical regions in a narrow band, the exceptionally deep, complex flavors in the chocolate. Hawaii's chocolate industry is relatively new, but is quickly establishing itself as a source for some of the best and rarest chocolates in the world. A few miles north of where we are is the Wailua Estate Cacao Farm, run by Dole Food Company. The rich volcanic soil and excellent growing conditions in this area, combined with high-quality chocolate-making practices, have allowed Wailua Estate to become the undisputed leader and producer of the best chocolate. We encourage you to visit the Wailua Estate land in this area. Roughly half were pineapple fields and the other half sugarcane fields. Many of the early pineapple and sugar plantations set up to house the workers and their families. These villages reflected the different cultures the laborers brought with them. In fact, many cultural aspects of these plantation villages have endured and influence life in Hawaii today. For example, the holidays are a time when local families get together to celebrate with family and friends. Around the dinner table is the traditional turkey and stuffing. Plus, there are also dishes like sashimi or raw fish. Boy, sushi, chicken long rice, pork adobo, sushi name, lumpia, and many others. On New Year's Eve, get ready for some fireworks.